Hi YF, I'm coming on here with another video to give you 7 reasons why Eric Holder is not gonna get the time that we thinking that he should get. Okay, and so just keep watching the video and let me go ahead and follow along with what I'm telling you. Since you're here, go ahead and push your like and subscribe button down below. Also click the bell, that way you can get notification whenever I do put out a video. If you want to, go ahead and donate to the app to keep the channel going. And you can also shoot me an email if you to get in touch with me. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you why the 7 reasons are that this brother is not finna get the time that you're thinking that he's finna get. Okay? First, his bail was set at $7 million when they initially got him. And now his bail is at $5 million allegedly. Okay? Or alleged, since someone got on me about alleged and allegedly. Okay? I can't understand why they would lessen the amount on the bail unless they figure that their circumstances are different. Okay? That's the first one. I'm not for sure why that is. That's something still more to come that I'm going to be watching as the time comes. The second reason why he's not going to get the time that you're thinking is because the scene is contaminated. The scene where the initial shooting took place was contaminated. They were not on scene long enough to be able to do a thorough investigation with the bullet shell casings or anything around in that area before people started bringing candles and they had a vigil and people was up there, and then you had people arguing and fighting up there that night. They were not up there. So you don't know who all DNA is up in that area. And I'm just going to throw this out here as an announcement. Usually when you have a scene where it's like that and there would be blood, because there should have been blood, because one of the guys who were shot did an interview, I believe that might have been Kerry Lathan, was saying that he was shot in the back. It might have been the other witness, but you know what? I believe it was Kerry Lathan was saying he got shot in his back, which that does not add up either, because I believe when he took him out on the stretcher, he was laying on his back. So that wouldn't make sense really too much to me. But hey, we're not even touching on that yet, okay? The other thing is that the witnesses, where are the witnesses? Okay? It's not really any witnesses there. Anytime you go to trial, you gotta have somebody that's a witness to say that this is the man that for sure did it. The video that we seen, because some people gonna be like, oh, the video that we seen is grainy, okay? That could have been Pac-Man in there in that video. You don't know. That could have been Bobby Brown or somebody. You can't see nobody's face on that video. All you see is some images, and they know that. That camera looked like something from 1979 or something that they showing up there. It might as well have been black and white, as far as I'm concerned. You can't see nothing good like that to be able to see who it is and what it is to put it on somebody. So they're gonna say that it really ain't no witnesses. The other witnesses that they got, who would be the guys that got shot, right? One I know is Kerry Lathan. They didn't release the name of the other person because, if you remember, it was 2 people that had gotten shot allegedly, and they've only identified one because the brother is now back in jail, and which I heard from his interview. And if you guys haven't heard it, look on YouTube and put it in the search engine for Kerry Lathan's interview. Well, he had already been locked down, I think 20 to 25 years, and now they want to give him life in jail, saying that he was associating with a gang affiliated person, and he's saying that is not what he was doing. He went to the store to go and buy a shirt. That Nipsey was never going, RIP Nipsey, that Nipsey was not buying him clothes like that. He wasn't with him. So, I mean, question is, where did this story all come from? You know what I'm saying? It's just a bunch of shenanigans that's still going on. But I'm not going to even get deferred in that in this video. The whole point is we only know about one witness, and they done threw him back in jail and trying to give him a life sentence over his head, probably so the man won't talk and tell whatever it is that really went on. Now this other person that got shot, I don't know where he at, because you know what, ain't nobody said nothing. You know, they ain't even released no name of nobody or nothing. Okay, it's like a mystery person that got shot. So those will be the eyewitnesses. The only other person that would have been a witness who been on every show is his business partner, who I don't see how that's even possible, because he does not look as though, he does not appear as though he would have finances that are strong enough to be able to be a business partner, okay? And that would be Cowboy, who's also known as Herman Douglas, okay? He's been on several news stations, local and you know, underground and on mainstream, speaking of how he was there and he was the one that was there, and even telling people that he was the one that was holding Nipsey and pushing on the bullet holes and stuff like that. But I remember right after this video footage of right after with him standing up and he don't have no blood on him. Once again, the shenanigans, okay? So another reason, because I just don't know. Another reason I'ma say that Holder is not gonna get the time that we thinking that he should get. You guys, is because he was at a mental hospital when they picked him up. That's gonna be the defense that they gonna use, because they're going to say that he has a mental disability. They might act like he's 5150, so that he doesn't get that time. He needs help. He doesn't need to be locked up. We're not a state that lock people up. We help people that have problems. Okay? And yes, that's a defense that a lot of people use in order to be able to escape trial, so they don't get the time, so they won't be put in a facility where they know what, you know, the outcome can have a negative ending. Okay, so they are going to argue that, because my question is this: how did he get to the facility in Bellflower? Okay, because that's where they picked him up at, and who told him to go into that area, and who is it that called the police to let them know that's where he was going? Are they saying that they was tracking him there? Because I don't believe that, because they were saying that he was wanted, and you know that's. Let me tell you something. This is just a sidebar. Now, they had that man picture on there saying that he was a suspect and everything like that. Now, if they were saying he was a suspect, then they were saying he's the one who was doing the shooting, why they didn't put out that if you see him, do not approach him, he's possibly armed and dangerous? Not one news media put that out. Not one. Nobody was saying he was armed and dangerous, even though last time that he was allegedly seen was with a gun in his hand. Okay? Nobody said that. So, I mean, once again, the shenanigans. Now, another reason why they might try and argue, and then that he's not gonna get as much time, because they're gonna say that Nipsey was it was something that he was gang affiliated, and he may have been fearing for his life from with Nipsey. Yes, they will use that, because let me tell you, 60s, rolling 60s, they do have a reputation about with them, but I mean, that's a gang, you know what I'm saying? And they put in work before in the past, like everybody else did put in work. But you know what I'm saying, to be able to use that as a defense that, hey, he may have been threatened for his life, allegedly, and that's what it was, fearing that something would come back to happen to him, which would lead to the next thing, which would make him be a victim. Okay, and now they're trying to create this persona. This guy's a victim because allegedly they're still gunning after his family. Well, we know several of his family members have already been taken down, unfortunately. But you know one thing about it, we all have to be responsible for choices that we make. And when you go and get involved in different things, sometimes you have to look beyond how it's going to affect you, okay? Some choices that we make in life affect our family members too, and this is one of them choices, okay? So, I mean, hey, gang in, gang out. So now everybody got to pay because of his mistake. Man, let me tell you something. I'd have been trying to move as fast as I could. As soon as they flashed his picture up, I'd have just disappeared. I'd have disappeared. And I know people were like, you can't, maybe they didn't have money. Hey, if they didn't have money and they was out here on Section 8, which is housing, I'd have put in that call. They can do 24-hour turnaround to be able to give you a housing voucher to be when it's something like that. Man, please, they can do it. Yes, they can. I would have just been sitting up there like a sitting duck. And this dude, you know, giving them problems and bringing, that is the epitome of bringing the streets to your house. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go on and I'm going to keep giving y'all reasons why it is that this brother is not, I'm not going to say he going to get off. I'm not going to say that. But I'm going to say that he ain't going to get as much time as we think he going to get. He ain't going to get that. No, he ain't finna get it. The other reason why is that the video is not clear. They might argue with several other members that are gangs, are rival gang members. Maybe it was somebody random that just came up and did this to him. And they can say that if they don't have no clear viewing of the picture. If they can't say, if they can, look, with being a jury, they have to, the prosecutor has to prove without a doubt that this is him and that he did it. So all he has to do is show and give them enough reason to think that he didn't do it. And the reason can be is that you can't clearly see his face. How are you going to say it's him and you can't see this man's face? Okay? That is another reason. And you know what? Let me go on to the next reason. The next reason is because of cyberbullying, internet bullying, trolling, which is in part of what him being a victim. We don't have any real evidence. It's no DNA on the scene from him because remember the scene's been contaminated, and this is all just because of internet bullying. This is all just because of what the internet is going around and pointing fingers at people. He's an innocent victim. Okay? That's what this is all leading up to. And my last reason, and you guys let me know what you think down in the comment box. And I'm going to end it with this. The last reason that he's not going to be convicted the way we thinking that he's going to be convicted is because not once have they said, we found a murder weapon. Where is the gun that shot at Nipsey? Not once have they said, we got the weapon. Not once. So you can't actually place him there. You can't actually say that it's him. And you'd have no weapon to say that he shot it. They didn't dust him for gunshots because by the time they got him, that would have cleared, the gunpowder would have cleared off him. So how was it him? How's it him? Well, that's my 2 cents, y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Is it possible that they got some secret information to be able to say that it's him? Or do y'all think that he might get off? Or he gonna get less time? Or do y'all think they just gonna make an example out of him and just throw the book at him? They need somebody to blame for what's going on, especially if it was the government that was involved with it, right? Hey, let me know what you think down in the comment box. Click like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want more information. Donate to the channel so the channel can keep going. And you know what? I'm out.